Alright, how to take control of your life. This is the first full guide video that I'll be doing on YouTube. Sure, there'll be some cutouts from time to time if there's any silence along the video or something like that, but again, no B-rolls, no weird animation to keep you hooked in the first 30 seconds. So let's just get started straight away. Here's one thing that you should know. It only takes less than 3 years to completely change your life. It might take a little later or it might take a little sooner, but one thing for sure, if you follow this one principle, which I will be sharing later on this video, your life could change. So I went from this Coomer, if you don't know the term Coomer, which basically means that a person who is fapping every single day or a person who's simply addicted to porn or addicted to lust. So I was that kind of person back when it was like 2020 was when COVID was a thing, to a person who is making $10,000 a month. And I don't know why I have to put that Rolex up there, but there's the only picture I have to show you that I make $10,000 a month. 1 second, boys. Alright, I'm back. It was pretty noisy out there, so I had to like close the door. So it was a Rolex Submariner. It was 2014. I bought it for like $11,000 if I'm not mistaken last year. And no, because I'm posting a picture of a Rolex, that doesn't mean that I'll be selling you a course or a mentorship program. That's not the goal over here. And I have to be honest with you, from time to time, I still fall back in life. I still watch Reels, YouTube Shorts from time to time to keep up with the trend so that I know what is the most trending video for me to make for you guys. But I always found a trick to always get back on track. Again, the principle which I'll be sharing very, very soon. And no, I'm not Andrew Huberman or a scientist that will give you all the data that you need in order to fix your life. And if you're a person that needs to all the data or all the numbers, oh, but where's the fact? I need the fact to like check all the fact or something like that. No, this is not the video that you're looking for. If you're looking for the numbers or the fact, get the heck out of here, bro. And lastly, it works for me. And if you follow all the principles and just lock in for the next 12 months, your life will definitely change. Now, another reason that why you should watch this video until the end is that as much as I want to cover it, there's no denying that it helps my watch time. And screw all the YouTubers out there, bro. Screw all the YouTubers on self-improvement niche that tells you, oh, watch time is not important. I'm already making a lot of money. And just focus on giving value. No, they don't. They're still there to make heck tons of money. Just look at all the millionaires and billionaires. Why are they still hustling? Why are they still striving? Because they're still looking for that bread, bro. They're still making money out there. And they're not going to stop. And I'm here telling you because it's definitely helping my watch time. I'm making all this full guide video. And I have to be genuine with you with that. And if I'm selling a product in the future or selling a services, I will tell you that I will sell you that product. Even though that's not the greatest sales tactic, but at least I'm genuine, right? And the other obvious reason is that you'll learn how to get back up from a rut and make the best comeback in your life. Now, here's what I can promise to give you. Your life might not turn 180 degrees around because you might face hardships or even fall into a rut again. Even a millionaire or a billionaire are still falling down to a rut and facing certain problems because problems are simply part of life. And life goes through ups and downs. And the key here is to use the principle that I'll be teaching you in this video to pick yourself up again and again over time. So like, comment, and subscribe. Now you don't have to watch this video in one sitting. You can watch like just 10 to 15 minutes and just put this video on watch later and watch it another 10 minutes the next day and then 15 minutes the next day until you can cover up the whole video. So let's just get straight into it. The number one thing that you should know is that everything you do is basically a momentum. Every good action, every bad action that you do, it's a momentum. So I'll draw like a quick visual representation for you guys over here. All right, let me just get my pen ready. So as I say, you do a bad action over here, right? For example, whatever bad habits that you have right now, probably like drinking, alcohol, drugs, partying, wasting money and all of that. And whatever bad action that you do has its consequences, right? So for example, if you're fapping, you have this like whatever they call it, like post-nut clarity or something like that. Or if you're drinking, you're having hangover the next day, right? So after you have these consequences, what does it do? Your life quality will go downwards. So let's just write this down, poor life quality. Now because you have this poor life quality, where does it lead to? Your mental health. You feel stressed because you're not getting your life together, you're not locked in, you're not doing all these good habits. That's why you're stressed out. Now, as you can see, it kind of goes in like a vicious cycle that goes on over and over again. Because you're stressed, you're looking for ways to cope that stress out by more drinking, by fapping more to prawn or something like that. And this is the momentum that you're going through right now over and over again. And it looks something like this, right? It looks like a circle that you're going through over and over again. But the fact is that you're not going in circle. You're actually spiraling down in life, which looks pretty much something like this. You're going through in circles, but actually in another perspective, your life is spiraling downwards, worsening your life quality without you even knowing it. For example, like if you have the bad habit to watch TikTok for hours every single day, you find out over time your focus gradually getting worse, isn't it? Or if you're drinking, your liver, you can, I don't know what's the consequences of drinking, but your productivity is getting worse and worse and worse. And this is the fact that your life is spiraling downwards if you have all these bad habits piling down. And this is the momentum of your life that is going through right now. Same thing when it comes to good habits that you're doing. Now I just drew this down, and this is basically the opposite of bad action that you do. So more good action that you do, it will actually benefit your life, and from that on it will actually lead to a better life quality, and it will lead to you being happier, feeling happier, and that's why you do more good actions. And again, this looks like you're going in a circle, but the fact is that you're actually spiraling up in life instead of going onto circle. It's a circle that goes up and up over time. You get more confidence, you get more motivation, you get more focus, and this is the consequences of you doing, I would say consequences, like the benefits, right? Of you doing all those good actions. That is a very bad handwriting, but it doesn't matter. But I bet a lot of you guys have this question like, Albert, how do I start the momentum? How do I start doing the good action in my life right now? And the big question is, where do you even start, right? Now, before you even start to take any action in your life, you have to know this one thing, is that in order to take control of your life, you first need to be aware of what's holding you back so far. Now, remember the visual representation that I drew before, the bad habits that curls itself on the way down. And the more you do this action, the more it reinforces all the habits over and over again. Because let's just put it this way. Your brain always seeks a shortcut, and most of you guys don't even know why you're horny, why you're fapping to prawn in the first place. You just assume, oh, Albert, it's just my hormones, my testosterone is going up, that's why I feel horny. But if you actually sit back and just look at a different angle or perspective and write down the triggers, there are actually tons of triggers of why those things lead you to do bad things in your life. Now, when you're aware of the things that has been holding you back, it's inevitable to know that you will actually do something about it in order to get your life back, to get that good momentum going on. Now, another thing that I want you to be aware is that understand that no one is coming to save you. And this is why you need to take charge in your life. And I bet like 80% to 90% of you guys that's watching this right now are waiting for something to happen, right? You're waiting for a big opportunity to knock on your door. Your mom might be telling you to stop eating that junk food, to stop ordering McDonald's delivered to your doorstep. But at the end of the day, we all know, you decide whether you want to eat healthy or not. Your dad told you to get your shit together, but if you don't decide to do so, things are just going to stay the same. Nothing's going to change. Life is 5% what happened to you, and the rest of the 95% is how you control and how you act towards it. And this is the importance of you taking control of your life, because it affects 95% of your life quality. And if you want to be disciplined, if you want to take control, the number one thing that you should first take control is what you eat, because hunger is the first element of discipline. If you can simply control what you eat, you can control everything else in your life. Believe it or not, food actually contributes to your productivity. Whether you want to focus, no matter how high your level of your motivation is, but if you eat constantly junk food and all that other shitty foods that big companies are offering you, you won't be able to be productive in your job, in your work, whatever that is. I don't know if you know this or not, but companies are spending literally billions of dollars to make food taste better, but they're actually worse for your health. But the good thing about this is I think that people are starting to wake up and know how bad the food industry are currently going on right now. I mean, you can choose to change your life for the better tomorrow, but if you still eat crappy foods, then you're not going to be productive most of the time. Now, here's a side note. This is my morning routine. I would say morning routine, but my day-to-day routine most of the time. And I have to say this to you guys. I've done all those 5 a.m. millionaire morning routine that you can think of. Taking cold showers, meditating first thing in the morning, go for a jog, whatever that is. And everyone basically tells you that you need to do that in order to become a millionaire. Bro, I've done that. And I haven't made like 5 figures a month at that time because it doesn't fucking work. I mean, although it seems healthy, although it seems very, very productive to do all that thing in the morning, it's not the most productive for me because I've tried like literally dozens of routines and this one works the best for me. And it might not work for you, but I think it's worth a try. So I wake up first thing in the morning, no breakfast, just coffee, and go straight to my work and go on the hardest task first. No meditation, no gym, no cold showers. Just brushing my teeth, washing my face, and go downstairs and just do my work, which is like video editing, scripting, YouTube channel, hardest task first. Now you might be wondering, Albert, why do you avoid all this millionaire morning routine when they're actually good for you? The thing is that whatever good habits that you do, it actually requires energy to do so, right? Even picking an outfit for the day requires for your brain to think of what shirt that you want to wear for the day. And I don't know if you notice it or not, but billionaires like Mark Zuckerberg are actually wearing the same shirts every day because they don't want to bother to think about what shirts they want to wear for the day. They have this like weird black shirt, which I'm wearing right now. And if you see in every single one of my videos, I always wear black shirt because for one thing, I don't want to bother to think about what shirt that I want to wear. I just wake up and pick whatever shirts because it's literally black, bro. So again, whatever habit that you do, whether that's good or bad, requires energy to spend in order to do so. Even taking cold showers, regardless of the benefits that you will get from taking cold showers, again, it requires energy. So let's just say you wake up in the morning, right? You do like all these like 6 to 7 morning routines that these millionaires are suggesting you. Meditating, cold showers, jogging, going to the gym, gratitude, journaling, and all that stuff, daily affirmation. And by the time you go down here and you want to work on your business, you find it less motivating. Even though you're not scrolling on your phone, you find it like you're already lethargic compared to like if you just wake up, just brew your coffee, wearing the same shirt, go downstairs, and just work towards your business. You have that different level of focus once you just avoid all that morning routine and just go straight to your work. You can still do that morning routine after you've done your work in the afternoon. You can still go to the gym. You can still take cold showers after you've done your video editing for 3 hours. So after the hardest task first, I proceed to my lunch, and sometimes I still kind of like fumble a little bit because I still eat processed food from time to time, but I try my best to be aware to eat non-processed food because again, food really contributes to your productivity. Now, the reason why I rarely have any breakfast is the reason that if I eat any carbs, I find myself like very sleepy in the afternoon. I don't know if you notice it or not, but if you've been having breakfast and a lot of carb in the morning, try just cutting that off for the next 3 days or 7 days and find the difference for yourself. Now, after I've done my work, then I can just proceed to like go to the gym, learning and do all these millionaire morning routines. Even though it's already afternoon, right? But I still do all those routine anyway. Another side note is that you have the best motivation in the morning. Again, use that for your hardest task first. Now, there's a term called eating a live frog. I know it sounds disgusting, but here it goes, right? Imagine every single day you have to eat a frog, and I give you an option whether you should eat it first thing in the morning or eat it late at night. Which one would you choose? And I bet most of you guys would choose to eat the live frog in the morning because the simple reason is that you don't want to think about the frog throughout the day, right? And same thing with your work. When you're doing all this morning routine, meditating, journaling, cold showers and everything, you kept thinking about the hardest task that you should do later on. Compared to this, again, if you just wake up, go down and just do that work immediately so that you have less thoughts to think about. Alright, so the next slide is that every good action that you do will actually give you confidence. Now, even though it's hard and you don't feel like doing it, trust me, once you finally get those things done, it's inevitable for you to feel so good about yourself. Now, for those of you guys who haven't gone to the gym, I challenge you guys to sign up for a gym and start working out tomorrow. Even if you do not know the proper form of how you should work out or how you should do that bench press or incline bench press or something like that, just do it. Because once you step out from that gym, even if you don't know the proper form to do that workout, it's inevitable for you to feel much more confident about yourself. And you'll be getting that extra pump too, bro. Alright, next slide. Now the key here is that you use that confidence for more momentum. Right after you feel that confident of stepping out from the gym, I want you to use that confidence to do something else in your life. You gotta use that confidence, the hope that you're able to do hard tasks in your life, to do more and more things in your life to propel you forward from now on. It's like you're literally putting this thought, if I can do this uncomfortable thing, if I can go to the gym, even if I don't know the proper form, even though it's awkward, then I can pretty much do anything in my life. Now the key is that you don't wait until you know how to start that business, because most of the time in life, you start that scared as heck, then you learn how to deal with it. So start and adapt. Alright, so this is the next slide. The good thing about momentum is that when you try to stop that momentum, it feels uncomfortable. When you're going through that spiral circle that's going up in your life, that is bettering your life quality, when you try to stop that, it feels uncomfortable to do so. Imagine you've gone to the gym 3 times a week for half a year. You already have that momentum going on, right? That spiral thing that's going upward in your life. And then one day you happen, let's just say, you go on to like a family trip with your family for the next 7 to 14 days. And then you feel like there's something wrong because you haven't gone to the gym for like a week already. Because put it simply, you're already comfortable in going to the gym for 3 times a week. I'm like, imagine in the first place, you're uncomfortable, you're hesitant to go to the gym because you don't know the proper form. You're scared whether a lot of people will look at you because you're stupid, because you're the first timer in the gym, you're that skinny dude or you're that fat dude that is just not confident about yourself. But once you gather that momentum, let's just say you go to the gym again like 3 times a week for half a year, you're already comfortable for doing the uncomfortable things that you find in the first place. And the funny thing is that you find it uncomfortable for not going to the gym. And this is why momentum is crucial. Now another thing I want to add is that low testosterone could be the reason of why you're failing in life. And I will teach you of how to optimize your testosterone level. But before that, I'll show you a difference between a low testosterone person and a high testosterone person. I wouldn't say high, but optimal level of testosterone. Now look at this two person. Which one resembles you the most? You can take your time to take a look at it. You can have a good momentum in your life, but if you're lacking testosterone, you'll be moving every day in a lower state of energy. You can go to the gym for 3 times a week, but you won't get a better pump compared to a person who has that optimal level of testosterone. And I'm not telling you to start using steroid, but you get the point. Because optimizing your testosterone actually correlates with optimizing your ideal life. Now before I go through how to get an optional testosterone, we're gonna talk about why the reason of people are having low testosterone. And I think you might already know this, but the cause of low testosterone level can be obesity, crappy foods, and most importantly, prawn. And there can be a lot of other factors, such as keeping phones in your pockets, right, near your genital area or something like that, or using polyester material outfit that has been absorbing like weird stuff into your body or something like that. Why is the world so different compared to 100 years ago, where like prawn doesn't exist, where people are all around the globe are pretty much skinny, and there are like less shitty foods, less processed foods? And the simple reason is because the world wants to take control of you, whether you notice that or not. Because prawn is so much common now, and social media isn't even banning them at all. And devils are literally hiding in plain sight. I don't know if you watched the Olympic opening ceremony or not, but it's the worst opening ceremony I've seen in a lifetime. I didn't keep up with the Olympics, but it's too inevitable to notice because everyone has been talking about this, of how bad the opening ceremonies are. And this is what's happening in the world right now. And it's kind of funny if they decide not to show my video to more people because they want to keep you distracted at all times. Now, what is the reason of why they want to take control over you? All of that for the sake of money and power. And many people, whether you notice that or not, have turned against traditional values that we have kept for hundreds of years or even thousands of years by selling their souls in exchange for money and power. And I was addicted too. I was part of the problem. Now, I didn't sell my souls or anything else, but I was addicted to prawn. I was that Coomer that I explained first thing in the video. But I found a way out. Now, TikTok, Reels, even YouTube Shorts are designed to keep you hooked for as long as possible. But ask yourself this question: where do you mostly end up after you watch those TikTok, Reels, Shorts, all these social media? You end up coming across this OnlyFans girl, right? You ended up jacking off to her. You ended up feeling disgusted with yourself of why you're ruining your nofap streak. And you realize that you've wasted hours on your phone just like that. And this is where you constantly lost control over your life, over that small little screen over here that is taking your potential away from time to time. And why are you able to go onto that dirty website for hours when you can't even focus on your work for just 5 minutes? I know the answer should be dopamine, your dopamine is frying or something like that, but this is something that you should be very concerned about right now. You aren't able to focus on your work anymore. Again, because they have literally fried your dopamines. You're addicted to the high levels of dopamine until your work doesn't even excite you anymore. This is why you can stay focused and stay productive from time to time. And this is also why sexual discipline is much more important than ever in this modern world, where everyone else is trying to make the world so hypersexualized that even go on to like TikTok or YouTube or Instagram Reels would actually lead you to relapse on your nofap streak. Isn't that crazy? This is where the monk mode protocol come to place. And this is the monk mode protocol that I basically use to take control over my life and start making $10,000 a month. Now, these are the specific action that I did on my monk mode. You can start like 2 or 3, or you can start all at once, depending on whatever your preference is right now. But I started all at once. I don't have that weird millionaire morning routine anymore, and I eat clean as much as possible. No prawn, no fat. And another thing is that you need to grayscale your phone. There should be a setting, whether you're using Android or iOS, just go through your settings and search grayscale and switch your phone to black and white. Because when you switch to black and white, you're much more likely to not go over your phone or go over to like TikTok or Reels or whatever that is, right? And if best, lock off from IG, TikTok, or whatever that is stealing your attention from time to time. Another thing is that I want to add, if possible, weight train and do cardio. Don't just weight train or don't just do cardio. Do that, both of them. So I do weight train going to the gym like 3 or 4 times, and then I do cardio 3 times a week as well. So now the reason I do both of them is because when I do weight train, it actually boosts my testosterone level, and if I do cardio, it actually boosts my growth hormone. Now those are 2 different things that will actually keep you healthy in the long run. No news, no politics, no fear of missing out, because ask yourself this one simple question. If it doesn't matter in the next 5 years, 10 years, or even 50 years ahead, don't even spend 5 minutes watching their content or even worrying about it. Because I haven't kept up with the news since the COVID times. If the news is significant enough, I will hear it first thing from my friend or from my family. But even if it's that significant, it doesn't affect my life that much. And I just heard like from my friend that US recession is coming, all of that. And I kind of put it into perspective. Does it actually matter in the next 5 years for me? Because I don't think it actually mattered. So I wouldn't even spend like 5 minutes worrying about it or even watching the content about recession or how to deal with recession and all of that. Call me ignorant, call me apathy or something like that, but I don't care. All the major news that I've avoided since COVID, my life has been improving ever since. All that recession that they've been claiming, all that the world is gonna end, world war and all that stuff, doesn't matter. My life is improving from time to time the moment I step away from that bullcrap. So no news, politics, or FOMO. If it doesn't matter in the next 5 years or even 50 years, don't even spend 5 minutes watching their content or even worrying about it at all. Now the last thing is that daily read and gratitude. This is optional, but what I found out was that after I become much more grateful for what I have right now, I kind of like, I don't know if you believe in the spiritual level or something like that, but once you're more grateful of yourself or the things that you currently have right now, you're moving at a different frequency of vibration that actually attracts more things into your life. Now, I suggest you guys do this even though it is optional, because there's actually nothing to lose by doing this, right? Just write down what you're grateful for in 2 or 3 sentences in like a journal book or something like that, or just say your prayers of gratitude of what you're grateful for, of what's happening today. Because the moment I do that, Although it might not happen to you immediately, but once you do that, you find yourself receiving much more in your life. Now, these are the protocols that changed my life and made me $10,000 a month. Even though those are good actions and it sounds really, really boring, again, good habits are boring AF, but they work to make your life better, to start propelling your life into this momentum that's spiraling upward to make your life better. In this modern world, I want you to do what's right, not what is easy. Because a lot of things are very, very convenient now. If you want to eat tasty foods, it's only 3 clicks away. If you want to see naked women, it's only 3 clicks away. But does it actually serving you any good? No, again, do what is right, not what is easy. Remember, if you go easy in life, then life will be hard. But if you go hard in life, then life will be easy. Find comfort in discomfort. See you in the next video. Cheers.